right. I went
away too.
I went away too. I did do the. I had a quick stopover in Disney. I went on a cruise again. Now you went on a cruise, right? You've been on cruises before, Jeff. I almost said Q. Whoa!
Thanks, buddy.
That's some wishful thinking, right?
That's
a Freudian slip right there.
What does that say about fraud? Mm-hmm. Freudian.
Mm-hmm.
But I
wishes that you weren't here and BQ was.
How would a Sunday Jeff rate the food on a cruise and the selection and all the bells and whistles that come with going on a cruise, because it is the selling point to people on a cruise, right?
Yeah. First of all, the word is endless.
Yeah, right.
It is nonstop. Well,
were you happy with your food
my palate
experience?
is a little bit different than yours, but
I've heard this line before, how you have such a refined palate.
No, but I'm saying I eat more than just just plain grilled chicken and just certain
pizza.
I mean, I eat other things, but like I'm sure you didn't eat at any of the. Did you sit down at any of the dinners?
I did. We did. I actually bought. Actually, my wife bought packed my classy clothes.
Oh,
clothes with a collar.
So you got formal night.
I didn't go to
clothes with sleeves.
I
got bow tie.
I didn't do the
captain's dinner.
I didn't do the captain's dinner because I didn't have clothes that I could get into the captain's dinner with. But I had clothes I could get by with by getting into the other nights where you had to sit down, dressed up a little bit. But I think my wife dubbed the cruising food experience as a floating Golden Corral.
What'd you have though at the dinner? Though?
I had grilled chicken, but you know what though? It's the same dinner rolls that you can get in the slop line, where where everybody lines up like fucking they're at a farm. And
Jim's like, yes, I
did you sit at a table with a bunch of people?
Slop line.
No, I was able to sit with my family, and my mother-in-law came along, and my and my mother-in-law's sister was also there. So we had our own little table. We didn't have to share a table with strangers, no.
Right.
But to me, it wasn't like the food that was at the big fancy dinner was of the same level as you would get at the other.
What cruise line were you on this time?
I don't remember. So
you were on Royal Caribbean the first time.
Yeah,
that should have been a big difference.
One too.
But,
I mean, it's not bad food. It's not bad, but it's certainly not where it's the only thing that it's the first thing that every single person talks about is like, how about the food, folks?
Nah, but I'm not I mean, the food's good. I want the food to be good, but I'm actually more concerned about as far as like the ports of call, or where you're actually going, and the amenities on the ship. As long as really I want the whole experience. You want decent food, you want a decent room, decent service.
Well, the rooms are horrible.
They're tight. They're always
rooms
small.
are terrible.
Did you get a balcony or no?
Of course.
Yeah,
but you know what? I mean, to me, it's like.
But they're tight. You're on unless you're paying the thousands of dollars for like the
we paid thousands for this.
Yeah, no, it's not cheap because you've got a bunch of people with you. So if they're all sharing the same room.
Well, I'm just going to say I mean it's not horrible food, but it's certainly not where like that you do the shows at night. They do the shows. Every single MC who came up was just like, how about the food, folks? I know you put on 10 pounds by the end of this cruise, and I'm like. Not really.
Is everyone like, ah?
Yeah, everyone's clapping and going crazy because
you go swimming.
Were they wearing the same suit Q was for?
But like people will eat themselves into a stupor, I think, while they're there because they can.
Yeah, because they're like, I'm getting my money's worth, even though this food is
not the greatest standard.
Like I could almost guarantee that the food that I had at rehab was probably better than that.
But my ports of call, is that what you'd say?
Yeah,
don't feel too bad because that Mickey's barbecue, it's not like it was like sirloin burgers. It was cafeteria food.
I was on Celebrity and I was on Princess, and there's a big difference between Celebrity's food and Princess's. So I mean, I will say there's a big difference as far as both were good, but I'm saying I like Celebrity's food a lot better than when I was on Princess.
Well, my 3 ports of call were Cape Canaveral,
okay,
Paradise Island, and
Paris Island.
some other
No,
island.
no, Paradise Island. He said Paradise Island.
Yeah. So what do you think?
I said maybe they dropped you off at Paris Island.
And Coco Bay or Coco Cay. I can't remember what it's called. But when we got into Cape Canaveral, we were lucky enough to we snuck into the zone, the safe zone of the waters in time where you could go up on deck, at a certain point, and we could see the rocket that took off a couple weeks ago.
Is that the one that exploded?
Yeah.
Oh.
So we got to see it go up. And
way to fucking kill the fucking.
Sorry.
What a Momo.
It wasn't a big, that's okay, get him. I mean, come on. BQ has had 5 years to know to not fucking kill a story. You've only had a handful of episodes.
Does it well.
You
found your 410 episode killer.
No, I'm not going to.
Of course not.
But I got the whole boat is up on the deck because they announce if you get up there you can see the rocket take off. So it goes up and it is wall to wall people up there are watching it, and it is quiet as it goes up, like you can't hear it, and you can hear a pin drop on deck, and as it goes up, you see this orange plume of you can see the fire, and it looks like there's like this gray matter that is attached to the rocket or whatever. Okay. And
like smoke or
no, I don't know,
like a contrail type deal.
No, it was I don't know. It was like part of the rocket, I think.
Okay.
And I said loud enough where like people could hear me. I said, it looks like an orange angel with gray wings going back to heaven at 1,000,000 miles per hour. Which horrified my family, though. It's like everyone turned around and looked at me.
They're walking the other way.
like I was religious or something.
Fucking Voltaire over here.
The tears coming to his eyes.
It is slipping necessarily bonds of earth.
I mean, like the wince.
Bless us all.
The wince my kids made are like, But like, there's a couple old timers who looked at me and were like,
I don't know who that is.
We believe in God too, bro. It's okay.
My dad's dead.
They put their earbuds back in their ears, start walking away.
So it gets up to a certain point, and we see like a little circular. It looked like a little circular puff of smoke, and we don't know what's going on because it's really high. We can't see it. And then somebody else blurted out, "Oh, that's what happens when a rocket breaks the ozone or the atmosphere."
Okay.
And so everybody was just like, "Oh, that guy knows what he's talking about." And we all started clapping. Everybody on deck started clapping for the rocket that exploded. And so everyone's just like went about their day. No one had any idea that the rocket exploded right in front of us.
Wow.
Nobody knew until the next day.
No one knew until the next day. Well,
went to the ozone layer.
Like you went online and you actually saw that rocket exploded. We're like, I was horrified. He's like, "Oh my God, were there people on that rocket?" But it was
like
an unmanned
terrorists, just the terrorists clapping.
It was only tax dollars that fucking killed.
$20 billion.
See, I was imagining they make you go back under deck because it exploded. It might come, some debris.
No, like I said, we were in a safe zone, I guess. Okay. So there was no danger, even if it had exploded immediately.
Okay.
We were in an area that they deemed like we could not be in any danger if it exploded.
Oh, okay.
So then we dock, and you can go to Cape Canaveral that day, or you can go to Disney, or you could do a couple other excursions. We chose Disney as well. We went to Epcot because my kid. I don't know. To me, Epcot is the death park. That's like no one would go.
A lot of people like it. I'm not an Epcot guy.
I couldn't deal with it.
One, it's massive.
Yeah, it's big.
It is so big. And two, I'm looking around. I'm like, who the fuck cares?
I'll tell you what they wanted. They wanted to go to the international lands and buy as much.
That's what I don't want to go to. That's the part that I don't like.
Well, who's refined now, motherfucker? Yeah. The Flanagans, it sounds like. Because we wanted to go and get some.
No. Your kids wanted to go there.
Yeah, I also like how Sunday Jeff's like, I don't want to do the same thing as a 13-year-old.
But they had other reasons to want to go to those international lands.
They're all restaurants, though.
They wanted to go to the stores and buy as much international candy as they could.
International candy?
Candy. Believe it or not, they want to go back home and then to their friends and show off the international candy that they got.
That they got in America.
And like you said, it was brutally hot. It was super, super humid. It wasn't that crowded, though, Epcot. I was surprised. Very super, like you said, super expensive. But it hasn't changed much since I was there the first time. It's a lot of the same shit.
Yeah, it's a lot of the same stuff. I found that every day it's like you get up and it's like 8 o'clock in the morning. It's 95 degrees. Right around 1 or 2, it starts to fucking thunderstorm for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
And we saw, like, even on the way down, like, we had to stop, like, because we drove. The first night we stopped because thunderstorms are coming through and it's raining so fucking hard that even with like the windshield wipers turned on full blast, I'm like, I can't see anything.
Yeah, you know? it's and the other island I went to, Coco Cay. This is where the vacation went fucking so south.
This is where people are gonna, I think, correct you to Coco Key.
Oh no, Coco Cay, I think, or Coco Bay,
C-A-Y?
or Coco Cay, Coco Key. Does it make a difference? It sucked. I don't care what it was. Yeah. I mean, no one's going to be going there. Any aunt who goes there.
A piece of crap by any other name.
Why did it suck?
Because we get off and my wife has planned, and it's just a beach, really. It's like an island, and that's what everybody's going there for, is a beach.
It's funny how the wife's always planned your days when you're on cruise.
All right. I mean, I did God forbid
stuff.
That I planned it, because we were looking for comic book stores on the fucking Coco Cay.
You guys have no fucking idea how lucky you are.
Right, exactly.
I got to fucking plan every single fucking thing.
Well, how awesome is it to just fucking zone out and be like being told, like, where are we going? Okay.
I'll just follow you. I wish I had that, yeah.
Here's the wallet.
So, she had planned this excursion where like somebody will take you on a tour of the island. And my wife said, are you going to wear sneakers? Because I packed your sandals.
Going fucking Roman, huh?
And
are they those same sandals that Caitlin was making fun of like 3 or 4 years ago?
Yeah. Those are the last time I wore them, and I've only worn them for that one event, the pool party. So I haven't worn them since. I'm not a sandals person. I don't like having my feet open to the world, because anything can happen.
Right.
Something can fall on them, something can bite you. If you want to kick something, you can't.
Right. I find kicking things is a big problem.
Kick this telephone pole with my sandals.
And the level of customer service that's at Disney, it's not the same on an island. People who are running the island are not as they don't care much about your experience as much as they do at Disney. Because we had a tour guide that was...
Hello, funny-footed white man. I live to serve. Wasn't so much like that.
No, we had a tour guide who was, she was as interested as...
crazy white boy.
I mean, I can't even put it on. I can't even get a comparison. She was so disinterested in the tour and giving us the experience of the island that she walked literally 30 feet in front of us and was talking and no one could hear her. She's about 20 years old. And these are the people on the tour. Everybody else.
She's already jaded.
Oh my God, it was horrible. But,
well, she's probably been doing it since she was 8. Right?
So it's me, my wife, and my 2 kids, and a 90-year-old woman and her 60-year-old daughter.
That's all that was on this tour?
That was all that was on the tour. Okay?
$12 tour.
And so she starts taking us around, and it's fucking brutally hot, too. She's showing us things, and the voice, the disinterest in her voice was staggering.
Yeah.
Like, it was just like, there it is over there. Does anybody have any questions?
No, let's go.
And I go to say something, and my daughter's like, don't ask any questions.
It's only going to draw attention to your sandals.
You're not the one with principles.
How much?
We didn't break in with us.
How much was the tour per person?
Yeah.
I want to say $25.
Oh, that's not that bad.
Okay, but for 4 people, it cost me $100.
Yeah, I'm saying there's excursion that costs a couple $100.
Well, this excursion only lasted a half hour at best, maybe 40 minutes. So we're going over. They're showing us a whole bunch of lizards and shit, and we get to a wooded area. We get to a fucking really rough terrain. I mean, I'm having a tough time with sandals on, making this terrain.
So you wore you did wear your sandals.
Yeah, I wore the sandals.
Oh, okay.
This was my biggest mistake, wearing the sandals. I'll never wear sandals again.
It wasn't taking the tour in the first place. It was the sandals.
So we're about to go in deep woods, off path now. We're what's it called? Off road.
Off the beaten track.
Terrain.
There you go.
Yeah.
Gatum knows.
Yeah, you're looking for holes to shit in, right?
I'm like, I should have brought my shovel. I'm thinking I may have to drop a deuce sooner while we're on this tour.
Kids like, Dad, don't talk about pooping in holes.
Well, don't they just on a fucking...